Y'all, it's 6:30. We can go ahead and get started if you like. We'll call the meeting to order. Have a short prayer. Lord, help us in doing a good job in our duties for the town. Let us all hope the people all over that were affected by the winter storm are getting power and clean roads and their lives are getting back to normal. Keep the people safe who are fixing all these damages. We ask all this. Amen.
Amen.
To the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank y'all. Reading of the minutes.
The Elkmont Town Council met in regular session Tuesday, January 20th, 6:30 p.m. at the Elkmont Town Hall. Attending the meeting were Mayor Tracy Compton, council members Ronald Christ, Tony Mims, and Jack Gilbert. Mayor Compton called the meeting to order and led in prayer. Following the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag, minutes of the January 5th meeting were read by the clerk. A motion to approve the minutes as read was made by Councilman Gilbert and seconded by Councilman Christ. Motion carried unanimously. A motion was made to suspend the rules of order by Councilman Christ and seconded by Councilman Gilbert. Motion carried unanimously. Mayor Compton went through the list of attendees and asked each attendee if they had anything they would like to discuss. There was nothing brought up to discuss, and Mayor Compton welcomed everyone who was attending. A motion was made to come back in session by Councilman Gilbert and seconded by Councilman Christ. Motion carried unanimously. Councilman Christ said the roof had been completed for leather and lace. Councilman Christ indicated the roof at Warehouse Pizza had been cleared off and will have to wait for a period of time before they can complete. The work on the roof was done during hours that would not disturb the customers. Jody Wilson indicated they had a new estimate for the concrete and it was cheaper. Councilman Christ indicated he would like to see examples. Ms. Wilson indicated a wall was moved near the bathroom to accommodate ADA compliance. A wall near the storage room was also moved. Ms. Wilson said there is new piping from the water meter into the building. A motion was made to approve the temporary electrical installation of $1,300 by Councilman Christ and seconded by Councilman Mims. Motion carried unanimously. Ms. Wilson indicated there will be a walk-up window as well as a drive-through window. Mayor Compton indicated he had talked to Scott about the seed house. Plans were looked over. Mayor Compton said we will have to get bids out once Scott completes. Councilman Mims had questions for Ray Akins about his job duties at the park. Fields were discussed and Mayor Compton said the Youth League could let the town know of things that needed to be fixed. Mayor Compton indicated that an approval will need to be made once everything is worked out for the two firemen. Job descriptions will need to be made for the positions. This is being tabled at the moment. Mayor Compton is still waiting on Shane to finalize questions about tiny houses. The zoning book can be updated once we have answers. Councilman Gilbert said we are still waiting on quotes for the awnings, but we are on their list. With no further business to discuss, a motion to adjourn was made by Councilman Christ and seconded by Councilman Gilbert. Motion carried unanimously. The meeting adjourned.
Have a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion.
A second.
Tammy.
Thank y'all. Suspend the rules.
I'll offer a motion.
Second.
We'll go out down the list. John Witt.
I got an email today.
I received it.
I don't know how clear it was. One of my first questions, the town have a board, an athletics board, or a park and recreation board, or is that something youth league or whatever?
It's just the Youth League, isn't
Yeah, we don't have a board.
it? No, we don't have it.
Okay.
And the Youth League tends to the business up there.
Right. Well, my name got brought up the last meeting, so I felt compelled to show up and clarify some things. But since y'all previous emails, you know, pictures of the park, various things, we just got a new football coach. I think he's gonna be good. And like when I took the Crestman around and was down in the park and showed where might need to put a track and look at the town facilities adjacent to the school facilities. Thought about doing the same thing with football coaches. As I'm walking around, and with the understanding that Ray Akins was no longer working for the town, because nothing's been done at that park, so I just assumed, well. So I start taking some pictures, maybe we can get this and maybe we can get that done. So that's the intent of that. And at the last meeting, I guess Ray accuses me of posting stuff on the internet. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I've had a Facebook page for maybe 3 months and I'm barely on it. And it's going down in detail. I had to show up, I guess to clarify like the last time, everybody thought I was the Bob Citizen guy. I had to come here in person and clarify, no, I'm clarifying, I didn't put nothing on the internet as far as these pictures. But I'd be glad to if that's a request. And I've never heard anybody get so defensive when a council member asks them questions about your job description. If this guy wants to accuse me of stuff in my own backyard, that's a mistake. He wants to talk about attacking the integrity and the character of a 30-year service member. Well, I'm a combat veteran. I'm not a veteran. I'm a combat veteran. There's a difference. I got 30 years of service this year, so I don't talk about that. I don't need to. But this guy gets defensive every time somebody asks him a question. I've never had a job where the boss couldn't ask the employee a question. But anyway. So a few other questions. I've got a public documents request. I know last time I asked for a copy of the guy's contract. You know, Tracy told me we didn't have a contract. Well, it was the last meeting.
Whose contract are you asking for?
Ray Akins.
He has no contract. He works by the hour.
Okay, well.
Just like Steve Bates and Chris
Yeah.
Smith.
I just know it was repeated over and over on the contract and my contract. I don't know how the town did that, but if there's no piece of paper, there's no piece of paper.
There's no piece of paper.
It's just a verbal gentleman's agreement.
He just works by the hour,
Yeah.
you know.
Did y'all vote on that?
To hire Ray, yes.
Okay, because I asked for the results of that vote. Anyway. Some key questions. How many kids in Altamont participate in that program? That's a key question. I've asked for the 501c3 paperwork twice. I've never seen it. I'm probably going to put a public documents request in either with the Fearless organization or with the organization that they're under, which nobody really knows which one that is. There's like 4 youth league, well, that about American Youth League, Elite Football League, Athletic League. I'm only able to find two football leagues in the state that are registered with the Secretary of State's office. You have to do that to conduct business as a 501c3 nonprofit. Those are just some concerns that I hope the council has. I'm just trying to give some clarity, put some information out there. I had a list of printed out questions, but my printer's not working good, so I'll just email some things you guys need to, I would request that you ask.
Now the 501, what are we talking about there?
Nonprofit, 501c3.
Okay. How does that affect the youth league and what goes on up there?
The money.
That's separate. The youth league's under the foundation. That's their 501.
Is under the foundation?
Yes, that's something I
Okay.
had to clarify too. The Fearless League falls under youth football. It's not like the HSAA or the NCAA, where there's one conference. There's 50 million of these youth leagues out there, and I don't think there's a uniform standard of code of conduct, background checks. I know the organization left Athens 2 years ago, left East Limestone the year before that. I'm not making any accusations or accusing anybody of anything, but that organization's gone from place to place. And I have concerns about some of the backgrounds of folks that have worked in that organization. I won't name names here, but I have to provide you the paperwork. The point is, I hope there's a consistent standard of checking people's background work for these 7 and 8-year-olds. That's my point. The last thing here, I apologize for being long-winded. Got a lot more stuff, but I'll keep it brief. I know the streaming of the meetings came up last time. I would suggest the committee take a vote. The commission, council, not commission. I know the point was made when folks live within 5 minutes and can get here. Well, the last meeting y'all had, I thought it was on Monday. I was in Birmingham with my daughter's track meet. You got senior citizens don't get out in the cold. You got people who are injured or invalid can't get out. You got 6:30 right in the middle of second shift of some of these jobs. And I've not talked to anybody that thinks streaming is a bad idea. That's just the people I've talked to. You know, legislature streams, the school board streams, Congress streams, you know, the legislature's in session right now, you can watch them on committee. I try to catch some of that each day. So I don't know why that would be an issue for the council to stream. Just my opinion.
An individual can come in, say Mr. Mims wanted to record, Mr. Mims can record, but we don't have to do it.
I didn't say anything about having to do it, I just said I thought it would be a good idea.
When this town of Athens does it, it brings on complications. People get up and want to be a spectacle, and we have law and order here, so to speak, and we really like it this way.
It just speaks to transparency in my mind.
This is as transparent as it gets. We're all here looking at each other. We can talk, we can ask questions, and you can get here in 5 minutes from Elkmont, and there are very few people who are unable to do that.
Well, I don't have a head count. Do you have a head count?
No, I don't. But we've never had anybody say, gosh, I wish I could have come, but I couldn't. I just had no way to get there. I've never heard that since I've been here.
Well, you and I are talking to different people apparently, because I've talked to several people who would like to stream it just out of convenience. I've stood right here in these meetings when the school board meets, and I've streamed watching the school board meeting. I like to know what's going on with each event. Another comment was made about the way we've got the minutes put out there. I had to make a correction on the minutes one time. I hope it was corrected, because I was misquoted. So the minutes are not always accurate. But if people are here, people can see it, and they're not physically able to be here, that answers so many more questions. That's transparency. Again, just my opinion, and many others. That's all I've got. I never had a problem with Ray, still don't, until he wants to question my integrity. Then I got a problem.
Well, you and Ray are both grown-ups. I'm sure y'all can handle that.
So he called me twice the week y'all met. We had 2 conversations. She's welcome to call me anytime. I don't know if he'll be here tonight, so I have a face-to-face conversation with him.
Ray was here and answered many questions one night. You weren't here that night.
Right. That's the night I thought y'all met on Monday, it was Tuesday.
That was a holiday.
Right, yeah. I was in Birmingham to track me, yeah. Martin Luther King holiday. That's all I got, Jack. Make sure you got questions for me. Like I said, I showed up, was on to answer questions. I'm transparent. Because my name got brought up, so I'm here to answer any questions, any concerns. Pictures or otherwise, parks or otherwise, teams or otherwise. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming. Next on the list, Charles Christensen.
I don't have any comments, except I would like to commend the beautification board for their work on the Valentine decorations and wreaths.
The Christmas, yeah.
They got the Valentine.
Valentine, it looks good.
Yeah,
Very good.
super good.
It's really good.
They look really
It
good.
does, it looks good.
It looks pretty.
And hopefully we've done a little something. They had to work to find some of the decorations to decorate with. And hopefully we've worked through that and we have them a storage area and know where everything is and maybe get better in the future. So, but we do appreciate it. Gay? Good to see you out. Melissa? I had to look. You know. Amy?
2 things, just wanted to thank you guys for giving us access to where we can store everything and keep it organized and not have to transport. We're very, very small committees, so it takes a lot of us to, it takes a lot of work to get it going. Second of all, I know the mention of the employees with the fire department, I cannot thank them enough for what they did for us. When we were cleaning up, it was just me and Liz and Barbara. They were down here, they did anything we asked them to, things we didn't even ask them to do. They were like, they're loading equipment up, So I just wanted to let them know my appreciation for that.
Well, that's kind of in the works, that, you know, possibly
Right.
one of them can work for the town, and, I think it'd be great. And the mayor's looking into it and been talking with them, and,
Well, they weren't asked, they just showed up the same time we were there, and they were very, very helpful.
I've never been around them when they wouldn't work, wouldn't help. So, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Nicole?
Since it was brought up as streaming, I know that seems to be a divided argument on that, but, and I do live within 5 minutes, but there's several times that I've not been able to come lately that I really would have liked to have been able to go back and listen to the meeting, or even if I'm with my children at their ball games or whatever, I could pull it up and live stream it. So I just wanted to, so it's, I mean, you're right, they live within 5 minutes, but sometimes I'm just not able to get here.
Okay, well, thank you for your opinion. Justin?
I'm good.
Offer
Thank-
a motion, we come back in session.
Thank you. Second. We go down this, no town hall updates.
No, I do have the project update, just because last time I didn't know the number, but it was 40 degrees. The substrate and the material has to be 40 degrees. Now, it can't be 40 degrees just when you spray it on. It's gotta be, you know, the substrate has to be 40 degrees, the material has to be 40 degrees, has to stay above 40 degrees while they're applying it. That's the rule on the Quanta,
Pizza
warehouse
place.
pizza.
Yeah. Okay.
We talked about it last time, but I couldn't remember the numbers.
Well, I'm still waiting on the awnings, and I think everybody that works outside's had tough times lately.
It's been a little
They're
bit.
behind,
Yeah.
so I understand that. Event updates. We have an event request from Athens High School. It'll be Elkmont High School Athletic Family Night. The principal, Graham Adderholt, is making it a celebration cookout for our athletic teams, coaches, and parents. The pavilion at Elkmont City Ball Fields up on the hill. So he doesn't need any parking, no traffic assistance, no vendors, and it's a school event. Pretty straightforward.
Yep. What's the date?
Sunday, May 3rd. Do I have a motion to approve?
Second.
Okay. That sounds like that would be good. As far as the project updates, I guess I have one, the demolition of the tennis courts. Got 2 quotes. The winning bid was $12,345 from Dixie Waste. And that's the same people who tore down our 2 buildings down here. And I asked Hawkins Groundwork if they'd like to put in a bid, and they did. And they're local and their kids go to school here. They were considerably higher, over about double. So I see no reason not to go with the people we've used in the past and have done excellent work at reasonable figures.
Does that include the asphalt?
The
Tearing up the tennis court is the asphalt or whatever, I guess.
Yeah,
it's
whatever's
asphalt,
there.
Whatever it is.
the fence,
And the
everything,
surface,
hauling it
okay.
off, putting in enough topsoil to grow grass.
Okay.
And right now, we don't have anything else we're gonna use it for, and grass would be the preferred, just cut the grass.
Yeah.
So-
Absolutely.
That's when we talked before, that's what we kinda came up with. We're gonna leave the lights,
I like that idea.
and so we can use them. They don't work, is what Ray said, but even if we had to put new lights on top of the existing poles, more efficient LEDs or something like that, the poles are the money.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
That's actually
they're very nice. So we'll,
How much did you say that bid was for?
12,345.
yeah,
$345,
yeah,
and that's from Dixie Waste, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I have not notified Hawkins, but I will thank him for bidding and tell him we will let him know in the future if we have anything to do.
We need a motion on that bid, Jay.
Yes, please.
I'll offer.
I'll second.
Tammy. Personnel updates, we don't have any. Process updates. New business,
I do have, I don't know if he called you, Randall Tyler was calling asking if we was gonna rent the seed house once it was ready. I told him I didn't know, I didn't think we had planned to rent that, but like we rent for depot or anything else, I didn't know, but he wanted to know if we were gonna have it available to rent, he wanted to rent it for April 1st. I told him I'd just have to check and see, but I don't know we're gonna be ready to rent by then, even if we were.
For sure not gonna be ready by April 1st.
Yeah.
no,
I don't think we were gonna rent to individuals, though, just.
I think,
organizations.
yeah, I
That's
didn't
what-
think
what I
so.
remember.
Randall called me
Okay,
No,
and I talked to, I think we put it down on the calendar, didn't we? I told him we rent the depot, it's for a kid's Christmas
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Depot will be fine for that.
Yeah.
And I got him down for April, you said April 1st?
something like that.
He said the last weekend. I told him to come by and put a deposit and whatever he needed the 1st of April. I'll run into him, I'll find out if he had if his wife didn't tell him when to do it, so.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
can clarify that, but yeah, we took care of Randall.
Okay. He also said they've had a water leak up there in front of Doc Atkinson's, and is that gonna be repaved where they've tore the road up to come across the road to fix it?
Yeah. The water department usually comes back in
Yeah,
and does that.
well, that's what I told him, I thought the water department
Yeah.
would fix it where they tore it up.
Now, they'll wait and they'll have 3 or 4 up here and they'll come fix them all at the same time. But that, not good luck when you pave a road and then they have to fix the water line.
No, it's
But-
not.
It happens more often than not. So. We've had some folks come in.
Yeah, I just
Well-
need to, get the application for the spring fling for the boutique for March the 21st. And just to let it be known.
Okay.
I mean, I could talk about my awnings and my doors, but,
I've already talked about your awnings. You weren't here.
no, I'm here. I'm here by accident right now. I had to go to the store and pick something up, and I was like, oh, everybody's over there. What are you going over there?
No, they're supposed to come do the awnings. The weather's got everybody a little behind,
Yeah.
but anyway. I was gonna send you a text and I forgot to, but to let you know to quit looking in the obituaries, I hadn't died. But
I see you
They're
every day.
gonna-
I know you have that.
they're gonna get here, just one day.
Okay.
So,
I'll let her
Jody?
finish it with.
I was just gonna update you, the lifts are coming out tomorrow and the new floors are going in on Wednesday. And, I got, a little more information on the cutouts, and they are framing in it, so that's why it said the floor. But he said that's part of the framing and that's what they're doing. So I am just asking if y'all could look at that and the garage doors. Those are the next 2 that really need to keep going. We've got a framing estimate coming in soon. We talked to, is Justin here? No. Oh, hey Justin. So talked to Justin about HVAC, and so we're working with him, and thank y'all for your quick responses and everything. It has been great. So we really appreciate it, and they're rolling right along. So that's about all I got.
okay,
We're gonna need to update that electrical service.
I'm sorry, what?
That electrical service is gonna need to be updated, at least the box.
Yes, he said that.
fuses.
It's got a breaker box in it, but it's crammed full right now.
It's hard to believe there's so little over there. I mean, you know, what's in it, you know?
Well, all they did was run the air compressor and the lights, wasn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're right, it's not a whole lot in there,
Mm.
but it's boxes, there's two empty spaces there.
Wow.
And no matter what you do in there, you're gonna need 4 just for the HVAC.
Is it 100 amp service?
No, it's a 200
200.
It's just a 20 circuit,
Hard
it's
to
a 20,
believe that.
it's a 20 circuit, panel. And 18 of them used.
And it was determined between you and another guy that the mini splits would not work like we had originally planned.
I looked, I spent about an hour over there and I tried my best because I knew you said you wanted them and I tried like, I
Thank
can't
you.
make this work.
Yeah,
No, I mean, I can make it work, but not, last week you would have frozen in there.
right.
Mini splits, they don't heat well when by themselves.
So you thinking about putting in a unit with
Yes.
ductwork and like,
It'd actually be a little cheaper
That's right.
to put a full-blown system in there.
That's what the contractor said too.
Sounds good to me.
okay,
Anyway, we'll send all that when we need that approved but right now you already have the cutting out the windows, the drive-through and the doors and the garage doors. You already have that information.
okay, Ronald does.
Yes, everybody should have it. And if you need anything else, of course, just let me know and I'll send it to you.
Okay, well, things are moving along, sounds like pretty good.
Yeah.
We
I
got
mean,
any good
they-
drawings tonight?
How many days will that floor take? Do you know?
I think he said 2 or 3.
Two? Okay.
2 or 3. Mhm. And then that's when the framing is gonna start, so that'll be, he's working on that right now.
Okay.
Is the floor gonna be just slick concrete or is it gonna be, what's it gonna be?
Texture.
The flake texture.
Mm-hmm. And it's a pumice color?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what color that is, but I'm sure it'll be pretty.
It's like a gray.
Sure you'll like it,
I'm
right?
sure I'll like it. Yeah,
It's not chartreuse pink or anything, so
Okay.
that's the important thing.
okay, well, good. I'm glad these things moving along, you can get work done and,
Yes.
Hey Jack, I wanted to ask while she was talking, if it's okay, we're gonna have a work day for the youth league. There's some trees, so there's a cedar tree next to the garage building up there where some of the field equipment's kept. And some other dead trees. Do y'all have any problem with us taking those down?
no.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's,
And there's one kind of grown out in field 1 in center field, like a cedar that needs to be taken back behind the fence. I thought I'd get a pole saw and kind of work on that to make it look good still too.
and yet, a lot of times up there, they have a bonfire place that you could just take that, when the kids have bonfires for
Oh,
something.
It's in the middle of that bush hog area off of Field 4 to the west of Field 4.
Yeah. If you know where it is, just dump that stuff on there. You won't have to haul it off.
Okay, I'll just pull a hole over there then.
Yeah.
Alright.
They get ready to burn, it'll burn and the fire will be better. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all? Anybody out there besides you? Okay. All right. We'll get back to the business, new business.
I don't have any.
I don't have any.
I'm good, I don't have any.
I'll offer.
Second.
Second. We're adjourned.